Why is it that African talents, most especially in sports, why is it that most of our talents always ends up being claimed by other nationalities? Look at just 2 days ago, Mbappe was unveiled in the Bernabeu, and the whole stadium was filled up. And this is a Nigerian-born player.
Cameroonian.
Yes, he's a Cameroonian. However, he plays for the France, and he will be one of the most highest paid players in the world. Look at what's going on in Nigeria. In Nigeria today, most of our football talents have been lost. Look at Bukayo Saka. I mean, the list is endless. Look at Eze. I mean, who plays for Crystal Palace? Why is it that in Nigeria our footballing talents, even before they are grown, it's either they die a natural death or they are being captured? How do you think the government should have a role in this?
Okay, I think the government they will have to try to look at what's happening in terms of our sporting okay, let's talk about fashion. Fashion was an ex-England player, but this was someone that wanted to play for Nigeria back then. I think in the 80s, stroke 90s. But he said they asked for bribe before he could be inducted or before he could be given opportunity to play for the Super Eagles. So, but he tried all his possible best to play for Nigeria, but they had to, tell him to pay some amount of money, and he like it was like he has is someone that's talented. Why will he have to pay, for him to play for Nigeria? I think the government now they have to look into all these things. Look at Siasia now was banned for about like 3 years or so because they said according to he was exposed for collecting match. Okay, was accused for fixing matches. So, but for Nigeria now, I don't know. How you looking at our football as a country, you see that for players to get play for Super Eagles or even for the age group tournaments, they have to pay some certain amount of money. Even you see the talented ones, because they cannot pay, because they cannot afford the money that the coach or the scout say they should pay, they cannot be given the opportunity to play for the Super Eagles. But another point is that most of our players, I will not say like let's say about 40% are not that as talented as the way we hype them. But ideally, look at someone like Peter Obi now. Peter Obi, when he was governor of Anambra State, he there's this I think annual tournament he organized for people of Anambra. I think even also sponsored them abroad, for them to go and play foreign tournaments. And but we've not after the tournament now, someone like Peter Obi now, investing in these younger guys, they've not really come out. We've not really seen much of them because there's no consistency. There's not, we've not seen that growth, among this player because other governors now, like they are only figures like Ojus Okalu now when he was governor of Anambra State, Abia State. Back then Eyimba, like you've seen what he did with Abia, Eyimba Football Club. He invested so much money, and Eyimba won the Champions League back to back in 2003 and 2004. But other governors now, they don't really give football. And football, if you look, football is a very big business, very lucrative. It gives I don't know how to put it now. It creates job opportunities like in other developed countries now. You see, there are hotels, even traders, business people, they have a but at least that will still reduce the unemployment in Nigeria if our government really invests in sports. Sports is very big. They don't know. Like I don't know why, but the federal government now, I don't know the way they see it. But if they sit down and really, invest in sports, at least even the youth, we have so many talented players in Nigeria, but the federal government now they have to sit down and invest big time in football because football now. Look at Mbappe now. His family, his village. I know he's a Cameroonian,
He
but
was in Cameroon, I think it was in Cameroon early
recently,
this year or last year.
yeah,
Yes, he was there. In fact, he gave the government of Cameroon. Look at what
he
Eto did for
donated.
Cameroon.
Yes,
Look at what Edo, look at Keita, what he did for Burkina Faso.
Yes,
He built one of the biggest
for Mali.
factories. So why? I mean, why?
So you look at even Mbappe, his father, if you see his father is a pure Cameroonian. He sees complexion black, but I don't know. But people like Mbappe now, I don't know. Government now wants to sit down and start investing. Let's start even looking at principal score back then. That was a competition that produced legend that played for Super Eagles. They have to start bringing up this competition and start investing properly in football because see Mbappe now, person like Mbappe now, someone like Mbappe now, even as at 3-4 years ago, he was even saying the money that he earns in football that he doesn't know I won't spend it. He doesn't know I will spend it. But someone like Mbappe, now, I think he's starting to give back to the society. Look at Osimhen now. I don't know why, but his value. Arsenal now, other English club now, he wants to come to England and play. But you see Arsenal, see Chelsea, see Man, they need strikers. But I don't know why his value now, because Napoli value him at 120 million pounds. But I think those clubs, they don't want to pay that money that they don't want to pay the value that Napoli value him with. But I think Nigeria as a country, we have to sit down. Look at a place like Agege now, Agege Stadium now. If if we can start making use of what we have now, like I don't know how to put it now. Just see like MFM they should make use of Agege Stadium before, and anytime they come to play yeah, their matches in Agege Stadium there. You see business trader, people that are even selling pepper soup, selling having bars, restaurants, sell drink. They make sales that day. They make sale. So Tunubu Tunubu, people are complaining that there's no job and this. If they invest properly in sports, you see, I don't know, you see at least the environment around that place. You see jobless youth. They can create job opportunity for the youth and for lastly for Mbappe for Osimhen. I think I think Napoli we have to reduce its price. If they are if they are to sell him, if they are to sell him to a Premier League club, and Tinubu, I just think we should just sit down and invest, just like what Peter Obi did back then.
Before I let you go,
Mm.
like how much do you think Osimhen is earning, or Victor Boniface? How much do you think they're earning on a weekly basis
I
in
think
Napoli and Leverkusen, respect?
I think Osimhen is earning close to 200 thousand euros per week.
Convert it to naira, that's like how much
If we come out to Naira, that is any over 400 million.
per week?
Yeah, per week.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it's only over 400 million per week. So, but I think although Osimhen is a great guy, from what I've heard, he gives back to the society. He goes back to, he used to go to where where he grew up, and he gives back to society. But all we're trying to say is that the government, they should not invest. Let them invest in the youth in terms of sport. Like sport, I don't know, sport is a very big lucrative business that can transform the life of youth, transform the life of even citizens, give job opportunities to people around the country. So I don't know, Nigeria, they should try to emulate Peter Obi what he did back then, when he was governor. And let us start from there, from the grassroots, and let's see what this will turn out to be.
Thank you for that wonderful submission. Yes, in England,
Okay.
uh, this was my submission. In England, I think one of their major
Uh,
revenue source is their sport.
okay,
Because
yeah.
in the whole world, we know that the
It's a
Premiership
big
happens.
business. It's the
Could it be?
biggest.
I
The
mean,
biggest in the world.
it's. I
Lucrative.
mean, it's a behemoth. It's a
Yes.
behemoth when it comes to sport. English have perfected the business of sport. They control the TV medias. They control the TV rights. And players, every player, their dream is either to play in Premiership or secondly, they go to Spain and play. And also, we have seen how they take it seriously. Right from the young age, there's an academy that will take you up. And at the end of the day, the government make massive money from the taxes
Yeah.
they collect from the players. Because if a person like Osimhen is earning 100,000 in England, they will collect at least 40 to 50% of that as tax.
Yeah.
So, but Nigeria, we need to. I mean, there are so many ways we can get out of this issue, this problem we have in Nigeria, and I think sports is one of those ways.
Yes.
Because even if we are not so talented in engineering, but I think we have a lot of Messi, a lot of Ronaldo on the street of Nigeria, and I hope the Nigerian government are listening and they will take action.
That's what you said now. You said we have a lot of talent. But if you looking at it like a state, like Lagos State as a state, we've seen that they bought majority of the lands where these amateur footballers.
No, that's not an excuse. That is where the government has to come in. The government must take the money that belongs to the people and start building what we call sports centers. It is just
But
non-negotiable.
football is an outdoor game.
Yes, sports center. We call it an open field, just like TTC. We have a call it teachers training center. Listen, We have sports centers in some places on the island. The government can decide to buy 2 plots of land and dedicate it for football.
But not like that now. You see them, they're even buying the land now, building on top.
That is why I am saying that the government needs to come in. We need more sports centers everywhere.
Yeah,
In every local government, we should have at least 2 sports centers whereby young children, young guys, young girls will go. We are going to have not just the football facility. We can have the football and then the track facility whereby you can either run or you can either play football, or in fact you can either play basketball. Listen, there are so many countries that one of their major sources is football, sports. If you look at Brazil, if you look at Argentina, their major exports, when push comes to shove, is football. And Nigeria can be the Brazil of Africa. Thank you very much for your submission.
Thank you.
Yes, we come to the end of the program. Please kindly like, subscribe, and share. Bye for now.